I dedicate this song to Master Friend.
Just like we're ready.
Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Hope you're having a wonderful day out there, hanging out in Crypto Lifer land. Am I square up there? There we go. There we go. There we go over here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Wait. No, yeah. Just a little light there. A little light over here. Let's break down what's happening in the charts here for BTC. I like this track. Bitcoin holding 96,000, a creepy little pop back to the upside. And, I asked for a drink. My daughter got me my Bitcoin glass. Accept Bitcoin. Kind of hard to see, but it does say I accept Bitcoin. Tastes better in a Bitcoin glass, I tell you what. This is awesome. Spindrift sparkling water with lemon. Again, I'm not sponsored. Wow. That tastes as good as it looked, I'm telling you right now. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you. And let's break down Bitcoin, have some fun, and take a look at the chart, shall we? It's Bitcoin. Oh my gosh, look, I said we would be in this green box when we came in tonight. And look at that. I mean, you got to give it to me. Sammy Cup-and-Hattie. Did I do it, Mom? Did I do it, Mom? Did I do it again, Mama? I gave you this green box earlier today. Suggested Bitcoin could be right in this green box on that line at 8 p.m. And man, it was sketchy. I called out a bullish divergence here in the trading group this morning. In the afternoon, we had a little dolphin dip, but then continued to pump. Made my oh-so-beautiful flag that hit the 21-day moving average when the Stokes were reset and blasted to the upside, out the flag to the upside. Bitcoin, baby, Bitcoin. Dealt with the 200-day on the 15-minute time frame. We're going to talk about that. We're going to break it down. We're going to show you what may be happening here for Bitcoin. Is this a high or low? Are we gaining some steam? Or is this just, remember we went over this, is just the inverted cup and handle. We went over this. Remember we drew you the inverted cup and handle and said, and do we dump to the downside, but pretty good. I gave you the green box this morning, suggesting Bitcoin could be right there on the green box, and you got to give it to me. And we're basically, and for a pretty good time, we were inside the green box. So he did it again, folks. I mean, that's pretty dang close. You got to give it to me, right? Telling you exactly where Bitcoin's going to be, not just showing you the ups and downs, but showing you exactly likely pretty close to where Bitcoin's going to be. Anyway, I did have, I get it. I had some zoning there. I'll give it to you. You could have said it was anywhere in the box, but I mean, still, it could have dumped all the way down here, did it? It did not, right? So, and now I see some movement here for Bitcoin. I had a really interesting idea. Whenever you're trading, we talk about liquidity, right? So water has a lot to do, right? I'm streaming, right? It's all about water all the time. Don't you notice that? Everything, right? We talk about money, the flow of money flow. And, why do we do a top-down analysis? Well, when you get out of the shower, you always dry yourself from the top down, right? Why? Because if you dry the bottom first, you're just going to drip back down on yourself, right? And it's not going to make much sense. So that's why I do a top-down analysis, and that's why we're here every single week for Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. What? Yeah. What's wrong? Nothing. Everything's fine. I'm doing the candle close. Why? What's wrong? No, I lost my breath. I'm in the middle of the thing. Get out of here. What are you doing? I'm doing my thing. Yo, I lost the mouse. My wife thought I fell. Yo, my wife thought I passed out. I just feel like I'm Jim Carrey whenever I do that. I just want to take it to the... let's take a look at Bitcoin and what happened, all right, to the weekly candle close and have some fun here. I'm okay. No, I'm all set. I'm all set. Thank you. Get out of here, babe. Come on, babe. Come on now. I'm in character. I can't have people coming in and out of the room. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let me get back into. They lose my. When people come in, I lose character, man. I'm crypto lifer. I'm not dad right now. You know. So let's break it down. Let's take a see what happened. So we opened at 94,118. The high was 99,475 even. The low was 93,388 and 9 cents, and the candle closed at 96,258, $138.88. 0.15%. We gained 0.15. In the entire week, we went up $138. The entire week, we went up $138. Dang, that's good. Woo. So it was a nothing burger of a week. We still made some gains. There was fun trading. There was good volatility. There was some shorts. There was some longs. I had one of my best days of shorting and longing in one day. We had some fun. You have to admit, I learned a lot. I hope you learned a lot. There was a lot of good trading. It's been iffy for what's going to happen on the bigger time frame. But, you know, as a day trader and just looking at volatility, it was a great week. It was a great week, you know. So shout out to the day traders. Shout out to the people that were watchful with their trades, did not overtrade. If you didn't overtrade this week, it was an awesome week. Stayed away from the weekend trading. I had that one trade I opened on that bottom call, and I got stopped out at a little bit above break even for $37. It would have ended up paying me a little bit more, but here you go. So here we are on the weekly. We're back to the fact that this week was brought. We did get a dump, and we did get a pump, and we got pumped down, but we get a dump, and we got pumped up too. So we had the best of both worlds. We had two stories there, kind of teaching us the way. So what do we say? What happens there? Well, I mean, to me, it's bearish because you had a bullish engulfing candle. Things were looking great, and we're beginning to build. At the same time, you have 1, 2, 3 massive wicks here, and still the biggest liquidation in the history of cryptocurrency here, right in that wick there about 2 weeks ago now on early February. So to me, it looks like there will be some more downside, but I can't tell you. I've been saying the same thing. We've been doing the same thing now for 3 weeks. So I'm going to have to take it one step, one day at a time. Right now, the weekly candle just looks kind of bearish. You know, it's red again. It's not holding green. And I don't know. It's attempting to basically challenge this bottom trend line, which isn't what we're looking for. That's not a great sign. We go to the 3-day chart. 3-day chart. When will that close? That one closed. Yeah, that one closed with us. So that one just closed too as well. And it closed bearish. You know, it didn't engulf. Like, you can't put the entire candle inside, but it was pretty bearish. You know, it's not your friend. So, you know, it would tell you that this next 3-day candle may come out and take this wick. And your next 3-day support is going to be 93,006 and then about 92.5. So, I don't know. The 3-day chart doesn't look amazing as well. We were looking for the bounce. Everything was looking pretty sweet. We had broken out. We had a massive 3-day candle. The daily looked good. Everything looked great. Friday, up until 1 o'clock, we were ripping. And then ever since then, we've been kind of getting challenged. However, the bears, they attempted to dump us so hard and couldn't do it either. So we had lackluster movement. Let's take a look at where we are here. So I've been saying, it's been looking like this. We broke out. We retested. We broke out. We made a higher low. And everyone's just kind of watching this structure here. And it's going to make more sense when we zoom on in. The daily was beautifully, you know, headed to the upside. Took a nasty turn. Curving here, though, could still curve to the upside. You know, still on the midst of a move to the top of the trend line. Still hugging a slightly higher low. Higher high, higher low. I mean, look, low, higher high, higher low. Technically the beginning of a tiny uptrend and a breakout of this massive downturn. All right, so it's subtle, but it's still there if you can see it, if you can read it. 22-hour 2 looks like it may want to break out, and that's when I start this trend line and this trend line. At the end of the day, it is a symmetrical triangle. These break down 68% or 50-50, but they break down 90% of the time. You know, years ago when I was trading this, it used to be 50-50, and I used to see it break out either way. The last 18 months, this pattern has broken down 95% of the time when I've seen it. So I would have to assume this is going to dump. However, you do have this nice support at about 95K even on the 22-hour time frame too as well. 12-hour, Could go either way. 8 hours, same thing. Stuck inside the zone. Got a pretty good bounce recently right there on the 8-hour time frame. Attempted to save the day there, and then back to the 4 hours. So this is kind of where we stand. You know, this is what I'm looking at, and it almost has descending triangle vibes. It's a very odd symmetrical triangle. Very odd. It breaks up, takes you somewhere to 99,009 up to 100K. It breaks down, it takes you somewhere down to about $92,000. These mainly break down. This is what I'm looking at. This is the story, morning glory. You know, nothing more I can say. You know, the only optimistic view I see on this is we still have the Adam and Eve double bottom. And we still have this idea that we're making this beautiful rounded bottom. And that is just a higher low. And we will come and clip this. We're about to rip to the upside right now. This isn't it's actually a falling, it's just like a hidden fallen wedge. And any moment we're about to squeeze, rip. And again, what I love about my system is that's fine. If that happens, we'll break above the 200 on the 1 hour time frame and I will long. What I see too, look at this. So look, I can see a shoulder, a bit of a head, and a possible right shoulder that could break us further to the upside too as well. It goes through the gap. It closes the gap up here at 98,200. And we bust through 96,002 and boom, 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 boom. And here is the gap. So there's still a chance we make a right shoulder. There's still a chance we keep this higher low and we get our move further. You know, we have a low, we have a high, we have a higher low, and boom, we break onto the upside out of that slight right shoulder there for Bitcoin. So what would I be doing? Well, the big, indecision on the bigger time frames. They're not telling me we're too bullish or too bearish. I do see bullishness on the daily because the moving averages are tight, and whenever we're in an uptrend and the moving averages are tight, we do get a move to the upside on the general bigger move. Like we maybe go up and down for weeks, but the bigger move that eventually happens should be to the upside. Only time will tell, though. There's no knowing for show. So top-down analysis. What did we learn today? I do a top-down analysis because you wipe yourself from the top down in your shower. Yeah. If that makes any sense to you. It should, right? Yeah. Of course. 100%, right? But, I mean, it's liquidity, right? It's about where the water goes. It flows down your leg. So here we are, 96,115 for BTC. All right, Sean, I just want to make sure everything's set. Thank you, Sean. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to the whole team. Lakochi Coker and everybody out there. Jay, the editor, my wife, whole team that makes this thing tick every single day. An amazing group of people that keep this YouTube channel pumping and running. I tell you what, man, it takes a village. It takes a village. I can't get enough of this stuff. It's addicting. I tell you what, the lemon one is like, wow. So here we are with BTC, a rejection by what? The 1 hour 200 MA. I tell you what, the 200 MA is a great place to take profits. And today we pumped up to that exact area only to kind of play games. So if you just came in, you'd be like, what is going on here, Sam? There's too many lines. I'm just confused. I get it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get rid of this crazy fall wedge that I threw out there. And what it is, it's really just this symmetrical triangle. Nice, and this is very simple. We'll get rid of that. You don't need that either. And we don't need that line. Really just nice and simple, everybody. You need two lines. If anything, it almost looks like we broke out. In my humble opinion, I would say that's a breakout, and we're kind of toying with being outside of the lines there. A break to the upside takes you somewhere about to 99.5. A break to the downside takes you back down further to about 92,005, 92.6. All right, let's take a look at BOOKMAP and see what the BOOKMAP is showing. Similar thing, right? A break down to 95 or a break up to 97. And, my smaller symmetrical would begin either of those moves. We zoom in. It suggests that we do go further to the upside. 96.5 is tasty. And looks like the closest red area would be about 96,500 for BTC. And possibly all the way up to 97,000. And that's what I see for Bitcoin. All right. Breaking down the smaller time frame like right now. I mean, we could open this up. It does look like it's dropping further to the downside right now. You're a little overbought on the stochastics RSI. Let's take a look at the moving averages. So you just got rejected by the 15-minute 200 MA. You got overbought after basically pumping most of the day. Beware of the shoulder, head, right shoulder. Beware of coming down here, getting tight, bearishly retesting, and dropping down to 94,008. That looks most likely based on how overbought we are, but anything is possible. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. And if anything, I would watch the 15-minute flag here and suggest that there could be a bump. There could be a bump. So I would watch this. If you're going to stay up, it's 8:30. If you're going to stay up into 10, 11 o'clock tonight into 12, I'd be watching this flag. Possible that makes a cup and handle breakout to the upside. Sammy cup and handy. There it is, all the way to about 97,141. Where are the Sammy cup and handy fans? We got any Sammy cup and handy fans out there? You guys just go wild for that Sammy cup and handy sauce. Thank you for showing up every day, sending love to you and your family. God bless. If you get a chance, can you look at XEN? Thank you. We'll take a look at XEN from Void. God bless you, Void. So watch this flag, see what happens here for Bitcoin. Just watch the flag. If it can create a nice flag and stay on the flag, if this breaks down, I mean, you're in some trouble for a possible head and shoulder pattern. Shoulder kind of head, it might make a right shoulder, and that thing might dump on you. It does look more bearish than bullish, I'll tell you that right now, because symmetrical triangles mainly dump, and you did just get rejected by the 200 MA. Let's see if the smaller time frames can hold us down, not lose these lows, and build us back to the upside. Anything is possible. You got to remain open to the last moment. It just eventually you take a trade. Doesn't mean, even when you take a trade to the upside, doesn't mean you believe it's going up. It means that the probability is weighing a little more to the upside than to the downside. But you don't know what's going to happen. Heck, I believed it's going to go down and still made a trade up because of just what I've seen in the charts. Doesn't matter what I believe, think, or feel. It matters what the charts are saying and the probability that's upon you. Hey, Sammy, can you take a look at Phantom Sonic when you're done looking at Bitcoin? Thank you, Noah Brown. God bless you. Thank you so much. Man, nothing like some nice ice cold lemon water, baby. Sparkling lemon water in the game. On train Kansas Ammit, you're funny. Ba-dum, ba-dum. This one looks pretty hot. I would watch this flag here. Let the stochastics bend. Take a look at your 7. Yeah, your 7 is feverishly hanging above the 200 MA. So if the 7 can hold that 200 MA, you're in good shape. If the 5 minute can hold, remember how much I used to trade the 7 all the time, and I don't do it as much now? Look at that, the shoulder, head, and shouldery, right? And it's kind of starting to melt down a little bit. That doesn't look too good. You'd have to round that out soon. You just lost the 200 MA on the 1. Looks like that's going to shoulder, head, right shoulder. To be honest, that looks like a head and shoulder that's about to dump on you. At least down to that point of control at 95,674. So I'd be careful trading today. I'd watch the dust settle. If I might scalp tomorrow morning, in and out, something like that. But for the most part, I'll wait till Monday around 6, 7, 8 o'clock to make my bigger trades. And then I trade Monday to Tuesday. They're my favorite 3 days to trade throughout the week. If you want to join the trading group, everybody, and find out more, see all the calls we made, see the things that we're looking at, jump on in, go to cryptolifer.com to find out more. You can learn so much. We have an entire trading school in there, content directory, and more to teach you and blow your mind. All right. Thank you so much, Sean. God bless you. Pi Network update. Let's go. Can you check FARTCOIN? Somebody asked about. Let's take a look at FARTCOIN. I'm interested to see what's happening with it. And a certain someone's going to launch a coin. It's probably going to be a big deal. We'll see what happens there. Yeah, so that spike came right back down. FARTCOIN actually got sent all the way back to the dump side. Just like every other meme coin with no utility. So, hey. Yeah, right now I'd just be like, eh. Just another one. Another one bites the dust. Morph AI. Funny. There was a little bounce in these coins today. Nothing crazy, but a little bit of a bounce in some of the AI agents. Nothing to write home about, though, at all. Yeah, Bitcoin looks like it may be dumping here as that's kind of a shoulder, head, right shoulder. It just looks shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder. It looks like a complex head and shoulder dumpage. Again, the 1 hour looks like it's headed back to the bottom of the channel too, with overbought stochastics, and then that would dump right out of here. Look like you'd be headed down to 94.5. I could be wrong, but it looks like more dump than upside to me for Bitcoin. So if you're watching tonight, you know, you're basically praying for this 15-minute flag to do something interesting and to hold its own. If the 15-minute flag could somehow make a green candle in the next hour, half an hour, it's a chance this can turn into a flag and break on out. But if this keeps redding, the 1 hour takes over, you're going to get a continuation dump. So the 15-minute is your key to see what's going to happen on the 1 hour time frame. Right now, you would suggest, without watching the 15, that the 1 hour would continue to dump, at least come back down to this low here at 95.4. If it takes that 94.54, it's headed down to 94,600 for Bitcoin. Telcoin was on an absolute rippage. So when you bring up Telcoin, it gets me a little excited. Let me jump on into Telcoin and see what's happening here to Telcoin. So one thing I like to see is, look, it got above the 200 on the 1 hour time frame, and that created a bit of a pump, see? And you can see we're in this flag that started to break out. Got a beautiful measured move after that initial pump, and Telcoin looks like it's getting ready for its next bigger move. Telcoin's been on a tear recently, if you look at it. And wow, look at this. I mean, look at the bigger ideas. So Telcoin is likely about to explode. And they had a deal. They were hot. Telcoin's been hot. We used to trade Telcoin a lot for the last year or two. Wow, since February 12th, Telcoin went up from 0 all the way to 12. I mean, isn't that a 6x? Oh, no, sorry. I don't know why I thought a 6x. Oh, 002. All right, yeah. Fine, but it went up about 100%, which is pretty awesome. I see a bigger move coming here for Telcoin right now. Let me show you what I see happening for Telcoin. And pay attention, the measured move is mighty. And I wouldn't be surprised if Telcoin goes on a nice pump. It's in an uptrend, right? It's not in some downtrend compared to the rest of the market. It's actually looking really tasty right now. It bounced here, made a higher low, got tight moving averages. This is beautiful. This is what I go for when I trade. I mean, it looks beautiful to me. Little overbought on the 4 hour time frame there. But it has legs. I like that support that it's hanging on to right there. This is interesting. Definitely caught my eye compared to most charts. I love the lifer chart, man. No one does it like me. I mean, no one does it. I like how it is, you know, TradingView, you can be so unique to your colors, your ways, your indicators. Nobody's chart looks exactly the same. Unless you're a lifer and you use lifer vision. And then your chart looks just like mine. Which it should be. That's how it should look. I mean, if you go all the way to the low, you get a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. If you try to play it there, you get a 5-to-1. I'd watch this very, very closely. If anything breaks out, Telcoin is just, you know, I play uptrends. The trend is your friend until it's not. Telcoin looking absolutely beautiful. Again, you do whatever makes you happy. You can focus on the bearishness. You can get all sulky. And you can act like there's no money out here. But I'm going to be constantly showing their opportunity, taking advantage of it. And when my gains get massive and you see the big gains, you can't get pissed. You know, don't get focused on the negative. Focus on the beautiful, positive things. Don't let the negative world take you down. There's always opportunity out here. You know, I love the story about two salesmen for shoe companies. And they get sent to a town where nobody wears shoes. First guy gets there and he goes, I can't do this. After a day, he says, nobody wears any shoes. And he packs it up and he goes home. The next guy gets there and he goes, oh my God, this is the best opportunity ever. Nobody here wears shoes. I'm going to make so much money. You see what I'm saying? It all depends on your perspective. Who do you want to be? The guy that is going to sell everybody the shoes, or the guy that walks away because he doesn't think there's opportunity? You create opportunity. It's up to you. You've got to make it happen. You got to push yourself. No one's going to do it for you. My mom's dead. My dad's dead. There's no one to call me to tell me, hey, Sam, we love you. My wife tells me, my love, I got sisters, but you know, it's God and me and my family now. My family looks up to me. I got to remain strong. You know, I got to be my own man at this point. And you do too. And your own woman, the women in the stream. We all got to be strong no matter what. Shout out to Florence. Shout out to Meekers Media. Shout out to Kyle Vero. Shout out to Late Nam Phenom. Shout out to Clock Z, Squad Busters Grinder, and everybody out here, Mr. T-Dog. And you people are awesome. Can you take a look at ETH, please? Let's take a look at Ethereum. I just gave you the trade of the week, though, even if you didn't know it. Let's take a look at our baby ETH. I mean, it's doing exactly what Bitcoin's doing, hanging out. However, the Adam and Eve for ETH looks a little bit better. What is an Adam and Eve double bottom? It's when you have this curved bottom area after a dagger edged, and that is usually a dagger edge liquidation. And boom, did we get a move to the upside there for Ethereum after we bounced? But is this sustainable? I mean, 90% of the time, this pattern is going to break out. So this is telling us that it's only a matter of time. We will be back. It says you will be at 31 way before. This pattern says you'll be at 31 before you break 25. So you can put a stop loss below 25, and 90% of the time, you're going to break through this gap. You might dip a little bit. You might go up and down again. You might play shenanigans for another week or two. But it says eventually you will break out of this and head up to 31.85. That's what it says, but it doesn't mean it's guaranteed. Bitcoin falling 95,820. I told you it looked pretty bearish to me. If anything, I look like this, like it's inside the pattern, and it's coming back down again. Try to say it did a breakout retest, but I'd prepare for a dump with the way the stochastics are looking. And let's look, the 15-minute flag probably failed you now. Yeah, see, it's over. You can't call that a flag now. You'd have to say it's a falling wedge for sure. Could be a deeper wedge. Man, St. John's played so good today. I'm so proud of those St. John's boys. Shout out to St. John's, man. They beat UConn, man. They beat the #1 team in the nation. Basically, UConn won the entire championship last year. I know it's somewhat of a different team. College changes, but man, they beat UConn, one of the best organizations in the country. St. John's, my alma mater, coming through. The best win rate they've had. The best record they've had in 40 years. St. John's University banging on them. Shout out to my Johnnies, man. The old blue school, blue collar St. John's University team. We ain't no rich boys. We ain't like all these big rich schools. And we coming in there strong. #3 in the nation. St. John's, baby. St. John's. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Man, can they beat the Trojan himself? It will be the real test. Hey, you never know. We'll see what happens when we get in. This is our first time. We're going to enter the big tourney. Rick Pitino knows what he's doing, man. Rick Pitino don't play. The guy knows how to create champions. The man is a champion. St. John's can throw hands all day, man. Queens, baby. That school's in Jamaica, Queens. We didn't go to school in no cookie cutter part of town, man. Straight up right near the PJs in Jamaica. When you go to St. John's, you grow up hard, man. I went to St. John's, man. We saw, you don't even know, man. Stuff I can't even mention in the stream. Sam, you're making me thirsty. Then go get some water, man. You too can drink water. These pretzels are making me thirsty. You're basically begging for some type of hidden bullish divergence here on the 15-minute time frame, which would be a swing up here and a swing down on price action. Have a little slight one there hugging. Can the 15-minute come through with hidden bullish? Give us a bounce. Save the day. Flip the 1 minute. And can we cup and handle our way on out of here to the upside? Sammy cup and handy style. And could this be the way out of this insane pattern? Pretty crazy, right? The Sammy cup and handy to the upside. Only I could get us there. 97,270. So far, we are getting a bounce off hidden bullish divergence. Swing down to swing up. That is hidden bullish. A slight money printer here. Let me show you. I know you think I'm crazy. Bouncing off that 786 area. Even if we went here right off that 786 with a wick. We go wick to wick on the Fibonacci retracement. So far, it's saving the day here for Bitcoin on a Sunday night. Sammy Cup of Noodles handy over here. Sammy Noodles. Should you check out Quantum Fusion L1? It's ripping the few days. Quantum Fusion. That's another thing. There's a lot of new coins out here. Even this one, remember, you found Sally AIC. She was ripping today. She did some damage. Sally was doing her thing. Let's take a look at the trending coins tonight and see what's happening. XTER, I keep giving this to you. This thing, I believe, is going to rip at one point the way it's trending so much. Cato back to 155 sell-off. We'll watch it. Definitely will be worth a few swing trades in the next few weeks. Got some free pie. I was mining it like 10 years. It feels like 10 years ago. Somia Network's going to come out. That thing actually has some steam. If you research Somia, it's pretty interesting. It's a layer 1 blockchain designed to facilitate fully on-chain ecosystems, particularly focused on enhancing the metaverse Web3 experience. It aims to create a unified virtual society by addressing key challenges such as scalability, interoperability, which are critical for real-time applications like gaming and social media. 4,000 transactions per second with a sub-second finality, making it one of the fastest EVM-compatible blockchains available. That's what they claim. Omnia Chains. The network includes a set of Omnia Chain protocols that enable seamless integration. I mean, if it does what it says it's going to do, this thing's going to be one of the hottest things in sliced bread. All right. And potential airdrops, too. You want to come here and look at potential airdrops on the dashboard. We got Rivals. We got Fraction, Sentient, Gamer, Superseed, Mira. No active tasks yet, but you can kind of see if there's any active tasks, anything to get in, anything that's throwing you a bone there. So I'm hooking you up right now with just resources of how to figure that stuff out right in front of you. And the most 20 visited coins in the last 7 days, you have Pi Network, XTER, Clink, Rivals, Riz keeps coming out. Very small market cap for Riz. Might actually make some gains there. And Sonic, of course, at the 888s now. Sonic booming. We saw it at 81 this morning. It's already at 888. It went up since we went over it today. ENA, Athena, Starknet, Monad, NodePay, and Story back at 393. Arkham, also one of the most searched coins in the last 7 days. Arkham, because it gives you some good on-chain data. Everybody knows I love my Arkham, baby. I love my Arkham. So let's move through here and take a look. The coin that I want to jump on into and look at immediately is this Riz coin. About that Riz. You ain't got that Riz. I got that Riz. Who got that Riz? Rivals Network. Coin is tiny, 32, $5 million market cap. Contract address. Of course, Mexi has it. Mexi has every coin that ever existed. If the coin breathes, if someone looked at the coin, Mexi has it. If the coin had like somewhat of a... Oh yeah, to finish with Ethereum, I mean, you're overbought on the 4 hour, you're going sideways. You just, you just want to eventually break out of this flag. You want to eventually flag out and see if you can make a move and break on out of here to the upside. Head all the way to 3,185 and get right there to, So I'm still bullish because of I love the Adam and Eve, and it's never failed me. It's paid off every time I've put my trust in it. This time could be the time it doesn't. Just because something's happened in the past doesn't mean it will happen in the future. But man, ETH doesn't look all too bad. Wow, we had that beautiful pump with the 15. Some hope there that we would get a bounce. Now, nada de nada. Nada. Hey, sir, have you heard of Pumpkin? Is a crypto project called Solana they're creating? Yeah, I've heard of Pumpkin. Yeah. Like weeks ago, too. Had a nice pump, actually. My man Jacob, I saw he was talking about it there on the tweet on the X games over there. Having X fun. X.com over here. But after that major pump, it just, got dumped all the way. I believe this is the same one. I don't know. I'm not a fan right now. Chart looks horrible. Shout out to Piercing the Veil. Hey, hey, long time, brother. How are things? Praying it's going well for you and the fam. How is Virtual doing? Virtual's all right. XRP looking strong. Hey, sir, have you heard of Pump? Yeah. Okay, when that liquidity is already so close, would that rip to the upside and abandon that? Take us to the playoffs, Sammy. All the way, baby. All the way. Tom Brady back to pass. All the way from downtown. Right? He threw a right hook at the end, all the way in the ninth. In the ninth round, knocked him right out. Bang, bang. Thank you, ma'am. I've never seen a hit like that. It was the strongest punch of the side. Sending you warm wishes and positive vibes. May you and the family always be filled with joy and laughter. God bless you, Justin Cashmore. You too, my friend. Hope everything works out with you and yours and your wife and your kids. We all love you, Sammy. Hope your fam's doing well. My girlfriend is 31 weeks pregnant and cannot wait to meet my baby Kyle. God bless you, man. I'm so excited for you. Having kids is the greatest thing. I always peek in, even when I'm outside cleaning up and I look in and I see my kids playing, or I see my wife with my kids, or I'm with my kids, and man, they surround me. I love them. My daughters are everything to me. They are my whole world. They're the reason I get up. They're the reason I just, man, my kids make everything happen. Let's get the likes up to the watchers on this beautiful Sunday night here for Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. And let's take a look at what happened here to Sonic. There's still opportunity out here as I'm seeing some charts that look like they could rip to the upside. So we gave this to you earlier today, you know, on the live stream for free. I mean, for free. Stop loss and everything. Anyone that made this trade, 7% gains. At 10x leverage, that's a 70% gain. Still holding gains of the breakout there. Shout out to anyone that jumped on in. And then we talked about Boo, our spooky swap move, which probably followed with a bit of a move there. It did. And it was just, there's action out here. There is action. And then that baby Shadow too. Shadow token. Oh yeah, actually had to spell shadow, I remember now. That thing ripped to the upside from when we put it out too. Look at that thing. Nice little pump to the upside for Shadow. Shadow holding gains of 10 or 12%. So our speculation was correct that the Sonic ecosystem would boom. We went over the three things that kind of mattered to it. And you can see Shadow starting to get some love here. Shadow's a little overbought now. Let me take a look at it in the 15. A little overbought for me, but starting to possibly flag out. It broke the 200 MA on that 15. That could become the beginning of a monster move here for Shadow. So definitely something I would pay attention to. It's taking off. It was 141, 161. This thing could rip. And I'm seeing a bit of like an ascending, rising wedge triangle here that could create a parabolic move. People are liking the utility in the DeFi, and they're kind of running in. And that speculation could create a frenzy. Pump Shadow up to 227. A nice 40% gain out of Shadow. I would be watching this. Considering the rest of the market's pretty flat, Shadow looks hot to me. And so, yeah, I'm staying on this idea here for Shadow. Because the market wasn't open. It's nowhere near that price. I don't know what he's saying. To Mr. No Pants. I got pants. Why does everyone think I don't have pants on? I got pants on, man. A really nice set of cocky pants. I look nice. I love wearing pants. I don't want my kids seeing me with no pants on. I don't think that's cool. Like if they come in and say goodnight and I'm wearing boxers, I'm not like that. You know, my dad was old school, man. He didn't do stuff like that. My dad said you could never leave the house in sweatpants. You know, he just wasn't into it. All right. He just wasn't into it. How about brunch? Should have live streamed it. Brunch was amazing. It was a buffet style. They had cooked to order omelets. I had a mushroom, onion, pepper, and jalapeno with a little bit of cheese. It was awesome. I had some hash browns. I had a donut, which I may or may not should have had, but I had it. And then they had some chocolate cake, key lime pie. They had shrimp cocktails out. They had a lot of food, man. There was some type of salmon. There was chicken marsala, which I can't, wasn't my thing in the morning. Kind of go there to eat eggs and stuff like that. I think I'm missing something. Oh, they had made to order. They had the waffles in a heat plate, and you could put waffles with the fruit on there. And then they had French toast, but with like cornflakes made, you know? Yeah. The boss hit y'all with the cockies. Cocky pants, baby. Cocky, baby. Cockies. Yeah, in Boston, we say cocky pants. So, you know, people say cocky. Is that cocky pants? I don't know. We say khaki. Those are my khakis. I got my khakis and my khakis. Keep it suited up, boss. Looking sharp, man. Yeah, I'm in a 3-piece on a Sunday night, man. Come on. In 4-7 years ago, me and my Reverend brothers took over this earth. You know what it is we have all these Richie Riches look down on crypto, all these billionaires and millionaires, and we want to show them that, you know what? We dress just as nice. We got just as much floss. We rock the nice, you know what I mean? We stay off. You know, we got it. We classy. I do this for all of us to let us know that crypto ain't no little game, man. We here to stay. We the big ballers out here. All right? We the ones taking over. We buying the real estate. We lobbying the politicians, you know? The presidents are coming down and talking to us and telling us how they're going to help us with our Bitcoins. You know what I'm saying? This is the new money here, and we're letting them know. So that's why I dress nice for all, you know. No, everyone else in crypto's in a hoodie and a shirt. We ain't got no one dressing nice in all of crypto. I'm the only guy that dresses nice in the whole entire industry. A couple guys here and there, maybe Paul Barron. But for the most part, you just don't see it. Right? You just don't see it. Why does people want them to dress down? Because they can't take it, baby. Okay, so Sammy, what do you leverage trade on and how? Noah, you always ask. Do you like work for an exchange? It's so funny. Like, I feel like you work for the exchange. Shout out to Noah. God bless you, man. I feel like you ask that every time, man. WIF looking like it's going to rip. Let's take a look at WIF. So yeah, the whole Phantom ecosystem looks interesting to me. Shadow token could be a good long-term play in at least for the next 2 to 3 weeks too. Can't buy new shoes, need more Bitcoin, 100%. I love that. My dad never left the house without a suit on, even a Saturday run to the hardware store. Facts. That's I mean, yeah, that old school. Yeah, that's just how they were, right? Your dad was like my grandpa, right? Someone said Stratus is gonna rip. I don't even know what that is. Not coming up on my radar too easily. So I know, right? They left Sol for Sonic. Some people did. Is there a Sol Phantom chart? That would be cool. Sol.Phantom. Nah. Phantom.Sol. Be a Sol exchange where you could buy anything. Yeah, that's why I could transfer, sell, operate on that. I was mining since 2019. Good for you. That's awesome. Save your time to look at OI Sol. No, I have not. This thing was out of control, did amazingly. Wish I knew about it earlier. Wow, what a rip. What the heck is it? Ocean Region Operators. Okay. I got to take a look at the Twitter, see what's happening. The foundation, the governance by the ecosystem. 33,000 subscribers. Just dropped Ocean, a decentralized AI system built on Cerebras. Oh, okay. Promising speed, 10 times faster than ChatGPT. Let's dive in. O.Shin, Ocean. Interesting. Beyond speed, Ocean introduces voice interaction with Miso and plans for decentralized AI ecosystem. Early tests show it's outpacing competitors by up to 20x, sparking major buzz. Interesting. I mean, the chart is hot. Look at that thing. It ripped and dipped, though, for whatever reason. I guess that's kind of like the Bitcoin move it did. It's a bit of a diamond now. Gave the chart a bit of a, I don't know, a sketchy move there. I'd have to see it bounce here and then consolidate, you know, something like this. Bounce and consolidate and then begin to rip further to the upside. Get the bounce, move on up. And so, yeah. There's only one token. What is that? Bitcoin closed tweezer bottoms? Maybe. I'm going to add this to my watch list and definitely keep it out there. What do I remember, bro? And these ones that were like playing Minecraft by themselves and all this nonsense. Nada de nada. They pumped for a minute though. Like that thing ripped. Everything rips. You got to take your initial or take your monies, you know. These ascending triangles look great though. They tend to pump on these, a lot of these little coins. Bitcoin did get the bounce again, back to the upside. Boom. Off the hidden bullish. So far showing signs with the tweezer bottoms on that 15-minute time frame. It's attempting to lock in out this cup and handle. Can we do it? Bitcoin, come on, baby. Don't give up on me now, baby. Don't give up on me now. All the way to the upside for BTC. Shout out to my people trading on weeks. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good time. Hope everything's working out. If there isn't, just let us know, please. I don't like when people complain when we can help them. But sign up to weeks today if you want to find out more. If you want to trade, US compliant. No KYC. All right. No problem. No VPN. Just easy trading on weeks. Simple trading. Not easy, but it's simple trading on weeks. Move your stop loss up and down. Get into a trade pretty simple. Say I wanted to trade this 15-minute pop here. It was a pop every second. It's about to be. Look at this. The price action is vicious. I don't trade Sunday night into Monday morning. Great way to lose your shirt. Great way to get stopped out. Leverage trade. Go back and forth. But let's say I wanted to break my own rules and take the trade. I would take the long position always to set the trade up before I have to make the trade. My stops are below previous wicks if I enter inside flags or support or resistance levels. I see my key levels that matter. I'd be like, okay, I'd like to get out if Bitcoin goes to 96,977. But if Bitcoin dumps to 95,383, I'd like to also protect the purse, and then you can drag it. Fill your order. You can see how what is the order I'd want to get in at. All right. When the order fills, right, you would make the trade. Now, I'm not going to make the trade, so it doesn't really matter, but this is how you would do it. And what happens is, the second you make the trade, you'll actually have your stop loss and take profit on the board at the exact moment in time. All right. And you'll be able to get busy. Same thing on the other exchanges. It doesn't matter. It's the same. All right. MEXC is the same too as well. So let's just say you wanted to use MEXC. I just want to show you how it's basically all the same. It just depends. You have your window on the side. You'll hit your long tool. You'll put in your positioning. Again, I'm not going to... you know what? The trade almost looks somewhat promising just because it's toying with the 200 MA, and I love attempting to buy bounces off the 200. It's super high risk, but it's such an entry point where most people would never make the trade, so it gives you a little bit of protective liquidity. But here, like say, this would be very high risk for me. I'd try to go to 96,979. The stop would be at like 95,534. You got to click here, making sure you're getting the right price. And that's 180 for 570 if we get the bounce. 120, you know. I'll play hardball with you here. I do really like the bounce off the 200 MA, so I did make the trade. Again, don't take trades if you're not willing to take, you know. It's very ballsy. I'm likely to lose $120 Sunday night. And there's a super chat from Ricardo Arcia asking about the Pi network. Let's take a look at Pi network. Okay, so Pi Network, when we put it out in this flag. I said it's likely going to break out. That was earlier today on the channel. It did that. It went up 26% gains. So if you were watching the live stream, bang, bang, bang for Pi. All right, Pi went up nicely for gains. And this is why I live stream every single day, man. We're always out here grinding. I went over so many different coins and setups too in the last few days, when everyone else is sitting there thinking there's nothing, because eventually there's going to be opportunity. So just like this, I mean, this looks like it's going to continue to pump out the next descending triangle. This one looks better than the last one. And, you know, Pi is gaining steam here, so I could see Pi booming up. And it is a little higher risk, right? It already pumped. It's Sunday night. We might get, you know, some crazy volatility for Bitcoin. And can you believe I opened up that trade? I said I wouldn't 5 times, and then I did. But, you know, 200 a May. 200 a May. So far, so good. Sammy's in the green, right? Look, I mean, that's how you make $32 in under a minute. Think about it. People have to wait tables. They get $32 in tips. It takes them out. You know, they have to wait a couple tables. They have to go back and forth to the... I just made $34 sitting in my jammies. Actually, I'm not in my jammies. I'm in a full suit. But still, look at that beautiful bounce off the 200 May that I just... had the guts to call there. Let's see, though. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. This could be a shoulder. This could be a head. That might make the right shoulder and just dump me down, baby. So only time will tell. We'll see. I don't want to be a big shot here. Yeah. I'll be good, Sammy. No worries about what, Teresa? Be good about what? Gains, baby, gains. I still can't access my coins. I could have sold at $2. Bought back at 60. Interesting. Ether's breaking out. They released 2 bears news at the same time. China complaining about tariffs and Montana rejecting a reserve. Total waterfall after, right? That's what I'm watching now. I'm not sure. Wow, nice bounce though, huh? Look at that, baby. That thing is mooning. Did Sammy call it or did Sammy do it again? I don't know, but this guy got some type of sauce. Every time he seems to get in, the coin starts to explode out of nowhere over here. What's going on with this guy, huh? Is this guy some type of... I mean, look at the size of that candle, huh? And that thing breaks the smooth moving average there. If it breaks the smooth, this line here, it's going to send... And then it's got the 21 with it, so it doesn't have to come back to the 21. And actually, if you flip it upside down, it would have pumped. It was going to dump back to the 21, just like when it pumps, back to the 21. This thing could send it, man. I might have got myself into a nice little trade here to the upside. I could almost bring the trade to break even now. Look at that. I could move the stop to break even and just see what happens. It's a free trade now already. I mean, imagine moving your stop loss to break even after getting in the trade like a few minutes ago. Most people wouldn't have the guts. I'll probably get stopped out at that point, but it shouldn't lose the 200 MA. Like the 200 MA should be the key to the entry point there. 1 minute likely is, yeah, see the 1 minute come back to the 21-day moving average could catch me out. Catch me outside, baby. Cash me outside. Cash me outside. Shout out to Cash Patel. Cash me outside, baby. You know, the American people are finally getting their way. And Congress, and they just can't believe it. They can't believe that the American people are finally getting some answers. Where's our money been going for 30 years? What projects have you been sending it to? What is going on? USAID. Enough is enough, baby. Let's go. I'm sorry, but you got to answer to the people now. We actually. No, but look at that. That's such a beautiful pump to the upside there for Bitcoin. How could I have called that? And again, it's not that crazy. It probably will dump. The 1 minute is a little too far for the 21. Quick little scalp. Sunday night scalp. Do I just snipe it on a Sunday night? And look, now I just, I could get $50. That pays for my dinner tonight. You do that 10 times. And again, it only takes you 3 to 4 minutes. You could do that 10 times. And 10 times, that's still 30 minutes you're trading and you make $500. Again, there was setup. You had to watch for it. You had a plan. What if it just moons right off that moment? It never loses that smooth moving average. And even though I'm covered, it continues to pump. Now, the guy that doesn't do this, he just keeps losing his trades. He refuses to move his stop loss to break even. Look, I move my stop right there, and this thing might just absolutely moon right now to the upside. And just boom, boom, boom. Look at that thing. And I did what like 99% of traders would never do. Nobody moves their stop loss into profit like that. Everyone's going after hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but they don't realize that the millionaires, the multimillionaires are the people that chip away small amounts. We don't lose what we make too. We add to our net worth, whether it's $50, $100, $200. We win. We just keep winning. Every week there's a win. The difference between a winner, very wealthy person and, middle class mediocre. So that person wins, but when they win, they lose a lot. You got to keep winning, baby. You got to add to the wins. You got to be able to stack your chips and keep it going. Look at this. Now we're up 7%. I just showed you how to make $88 in under 10 minutes. And again, who cares? I'm not trying to brag, but hey, I've been working at this stuff for a long time. You would think eventually I would get some wins over here. Shout out to everybody on the live. Thank you for being here. I entertain, but I also teach. My strategies are tried and true. You see me actually go into the market and make live trades in front of you Saturday, Sunday. It doesn't matter. Even when I tell you I won't trade, I still trade. Trade. A quick $80. I'll take it. And, I'm surprised I didn't get stopped out even quicker. See, I'm moving the stop loss. You can shave the stop. Same thing with the take profit. Say you're like, well, I'd like to come back down a little bit. You can move your take profit here, move it right there. You can move it right back up to where you want. Nice and easy. It says it updated. That's so seamless. See that? It wasn't late and it didn't take a second. It was nice and fast, nice and easy. Did exactly what it was supposed to do. Same trade here on weeks, as you can see. Same idea, same setup, same movement. Could hit the long two, put it in. You get on in there. Same idea. Trading on weeks. Links to both of these are set up here in the pinned comment. Again, please, I spent 8 or 9 years without leverage trading. Didn't even know what it was. I did spot trading. I used 3x Direxion spots, so I didn't even know I was trading lev when I was really technically. But the point is, don't jump into lev like it's the last thing. Just focus. Learn the education, the money will flow. If you love the education, if you go after the knowledge, the money will flow. You'll be able to block off your emotions and actually make some logical sense of the trades. But if you just go after the money, you go up and down, you're all over the place. I don't know, you're going to struggle, in my humble opinion. I've seen thousands of people now trade with me. I've watched people become successful and I've watched people leave. And I can see the difference. And there's something about the people that stick with me and that learn and that make it, and the people that don't. And the people that learn, the people that I see that make the most money with me are and get dumb rich with me are the people that love knowledge more than money. That's what I've saw the most. They love knowledge more than money. And their thirst for knowledge makes them such good traders that eventually they're effortlessly taking in gains. And it starts with the mind, everybody. The wallet follows the mind. I say it every day. No one believes me. But you'll see over time. If you get there, you'll realize if you hit it big, you'll realize everything I ever told you was 100%. And I was never failing you, never lying to you, never taking your attention away, always trying to keep you on track, always keeping you on track, not trying, keeping you on track. Shout out to everybody here. Hey, Sam, nice trade. I'm getting better by focusing on the 200 and the 21, and it's great. Meanwhile, headed to the Hedera conference in Denver on Tuesday. A lot of people going to ETH Denver. I'm not going there. I travel a lot as it is. I'm going to be traveling a lot in the next few weeks and the next few months. So, Sam, how long does it take when you meet a new student to know if he or she will be successful? I mean, it depends on the person. I don't know. I honestly don't know if someone's going to be successful when I first meet a new student. It's all about their mindset. It's, when they come back to me, they write a testimonial. They show me their gains, man. It's when they show me the money they made, man. Show me the gains, baby. People are not going to show me their money, but people do let me know, hey, I made this thing, or I paid off my college, or I started a business. Yeah. Don't forget the fear of the Lord is the beginning of all knowledge. Facts. Amen. Sam, how long? Yeah, exactly. I love knowledge. Drunk training as well. Oh, yeah, don't do that. I quit drinking alcohol a long time ago. It does not serve a purpose for me in my trading. Yeah. I've had students that I thought were going to be complete failures end up being really successful. Yeah, I never really know. Like that question he asked, I don't really know. Like, I just know I watch the students and I see over time who becomes more successful, and I see similarities in those people. And it's that thirst. Like, they get really excited when they learn something new. They get really happy when they back test. They understand it's going to be a process. They are ready for the journey. They're not waiting for quick money. They nurture anyone that helps them in all knowledge they receive. They really, really are grateful for me. You know, there's people that watch me and then they, oh, you suck. You know, I bought a coin. You talked about it. I make no money. You know, this guy's full of nonsense. All he does is yeah. And then there's people that write me long letters saying, thank you for all the knowledge you gave me. And thank you for every single thing you've showed me. And those are what I cherish. I don't listen to the hate. I don't listen to the nasty people. I listen to the people that are full of love. I listen to the people that cherish what I've taught them. I listen to the people that know that it matters and that knowledge isn't free, man. And anytime you give knowledge to somebody, yeah. No, I quit drinking 4 years ago. I haven't had a sip of alcohol in 4 years, man. I completely abstained from alcohol. Yeah. The second I stopped drinking, my bank account exploded within years. Like, I got the richest I've ever been in my life, and it's because I could finally focus, finally raise my frequency, finally keep on my momentum, and nobody was there to stop me. You know, I didn't have people in my life to take me out to a bar. I didn't waste my time with low frequency behavior. And I didn't wake up hungover. I wake up 7, 8 in the morning every single day ready to rock for each and every one of you guys and for my trading group and for myself. I'm not here to play games. We didn't go live streaming every single day for 1,500 days straight just to play games, you know. And again, you can drink, do whatever you want. I'm not hating on what other people do. It doesn't matter to me. What you do doesn't, if you have a drink, does it mean I have one? No. So I'm not judging you, and it doesn't bother me. I'm just telling you what I do. I also researched billionaires and multimillionaires, and I found a lot of them didn't drink. You know what I found? Most of society, there's the top 1%, and there's, you know, most of society isn't as rich as the richest people, right? Let's be honest. And most of society drinks. So why don't we do what most of society doesn't do and see what happens to us? Huh? Well, how about that? Why don't we think what everyone else does, and why don't we just do the opposite? Everybody works 5 days a week. No one works 7 days a week, so let's work 7 days a week. All right. That takes care of one thing. Check that off the list. You want to buy yachts? You want to have the bigger house overlooking the water? You want your kids to go to the nicest school? You want all those awesome things? You want to go to the yacht club? You know, you want to go to the social club? You want to golf at the fancy golf clubs? You desire all those nice things? Just work 7 days a week then instead of 5 days. Run a side business on top of your job. You know, push yourself to the limit. There's more out there. Hustle till your pants fall off, man, you know? I mean, that's not OnlyFans, I guess. Oh, man. But you know what I'm saying? Just keep it moving. So Bitcoin's struggling. It's going to play games. It's going to play games. At the end of the day, we're just watching to see if this could actually play out. This is what it is right here. You cannot make some type of right shoulder. That's how I like it, nice and clean, right? That's so clean and easy and simple to see. The words simple and easy are not synonymous. Simple things are not easy, but they have clarity. And you just want to see if you can get that. But see how the 1 hour is curving so nastily. It just, I don't see how it don't take us down here to 94.5. If it squiggles, we get above the 200, I'm in. And I'm out there. Funny, I sold the top of that local move. See, you take what the market gives you and you move on. Someone says you drink for your problems, then the alcohol becomes the problem. Amen. Someone said social drinking is the best. Social drinking just turns into drinking. Anyone who's a social drinker just realizes they start drinking alone, man. It never... Trust me, man. Everyone clings to drinking because everybody does it. So they make all these excuses why. But I'm not good at the party. I need a few drinks just to talk. They make all these reasons why. You'd find after 3 months of not drinking, you'd have just as much fun, and you'd find other people to be around that don't drink. And they would inspire you. They'd be the most amazing people you'd ever find. I'm telling you, try it for once in your life. You just might like it. Anyway, this isn't an NA meeting. This is Crypto Anonymous. We don't lose our money to drugs and alcohol. We lose our money to altcoins. I use token. You're so funny, man. These people were just like so slow. No, that guy asked me just, not you guys, just some, every once in a while we see someone that just asks us just a silly question, man. And it's like, come on. I've never had a problem that a drink can't make worse. Amen, right? Let's go drink and make it better. How many times have you said that? And how many times did it really happen? Oh, man. Tokenolog, you're funny. Thank God for you. I admire you a lot. I admire you for being awesome, man, and saying that. 30-minute curving bouncing off the 21. The 30-minuto on Bituno. I mean, Pi looks like it's going to pump to the upside here. Just be careful with Bitcoin, but that, I mean, if anything breaks out, that looks hot to me. Got to be a little, yeah, you can only use that area there, so you might get stopped out 2-to-1, 281 risk reward ratio. But hey, I put this out earlier today, and you're in the money right now from the exact entry. That's why if you come to the live, like I actually put out setups that play out. I used to put out setup after setup to play it out, and then someone would come on my channel and like they'd see this something I said, and they'd be like, "This guy sucks," you know, "This guy's so full of it." I'm like, "Yeah, but it played out." Like I'm like, but and then the next day, like 3 things more would play out. And they'd be used to it. I'm like, but it's playing out. Like I said, but I posted it yesterday, and here it is today. Like I don't know what to tell you, man. Like I got the receipts, bro. Like it's all here. Like you can't say nothing about the lifer, man. We got it. We got it locked. It happens like that. And then like, oh, here he is cocky. I mean, you're going to see though. You're going to see over time. All right. I'm at a concert now watching your stream with no drink. But you're at a concert. Shouldn't you be watching the concert? I mean, I'm flattered that you're watching me instead of the concert. That's unbelievable. Like that's like, I mean, I guess it's, hey, amazing. I would desire money, not yet. I don't drink, but I will have a drink when I go on vacation or something. However, I will partake in money. Shout out to Kryptonic. I'm off to sleep. I got work in 6 hours. It's 2:23. Love you all. May God bless you. Good night, Kyle. We love you, man. Get a good night's sleep. May you have a wonderful day at work, man. And may you hear this. You're awesome, Kyle. You're going to do great, and your day is going to be amazing, man. God bless you, brother. Funny. You know, people that have been successful have just failed so many more times than other people have even tried. Well, look, I think we could dig this up. We have a great team here that does my timestamps. They don't seem to miss. They don't seem to miss. I don't see Pi in there, though. Possibly that I did it. Would have sworn we did it on stream. Chance we missed Pi, maybe. Maybe. Oh, maybe it was last night. Hold on. We do so many lives. Maybe it was last night, right? Might ought to have been in the morning. I just want to see if we can. There it is right there, pi, right? Yeah, so I drew this flag and likely going to break to the upside here for pi. And so you can see, kind of looking at that idea, that it looked like it was going to break to the upside. So it could end up even higher too. And then you look at what happened to buy, and this is the flag I was drawing here for you. Right, and the flag took you somewhere, I don't know, maybe 179 or something like that. But, I mean, not too shabby. And we may still hit that flag. So just, before and after here with the Crypto Lifer. Right, you're seeing what I'm talking about right there. And then you're seeing it actually play out in real time. And that's just how it works. And people say the market sucks right now and it's horrible, but I can show you how to make gains no matter what on almost any given day, man. There's going to be opportunity. You just got to look for it, search for it, believe in it. And now look at the way this is flagging out. That's another ascending triangle, which that's likely going to break out the way it's headed up into an uptrend. So that's another idea here in the trading group. All right. Why do they make us mine coins through our phones for free? I don't get it. Very strange. They're monitoring your phone or something. There's something weird going on there. Sam's a quadruple G. Amen. Amen. If you're not following, you're not trying hard enough. I love that. You got to fall down on your way up, right? So coins that I would be paying attention to that look promising. Sonic, SWFTC, Boo, Shadow, Pi Network tonight all look pretty good to me. Let's take a look at XTER. This coin is just getting started. Nobody, it's just brewing after its initial pump. Attempting to find some type of bottom here, some way, somehow. It's high risk right now, but I'm definitely watching to see if it can break out, retest some key areas. If it breaks through that trend line, there's a chance it starts to gap up to again. Very basic right now, but it's on my radar for possible more. Wow, Sol below the 200 MA there in a bit of a flag, and it does look like it may start to make a dump. Look at that. Sol could head down to 140. I mean, it's in a bear flag again, looking bearish. So for whatever reason, Solana, shoulder head in Solana, oh man, lost a major trend line. Is it time to bail on Sol? Like I was saying, was that just a false jump up to 181 just to make us feel all lovely? That does look absolutely horrible, like it's going to roll over. Look at that, shoulder, head, right shoulder. It's got like an ascending triangle vibe. Sol taking a massive dump here to the downside. And is it time to move that Sol money into... A lot of people are moving their Sol money into Phantom. Again, you're selling the bottom technically at this point. Or beat down on that 3-day chart, but we have lost a key level. And usually you're going to head to the 200 MA, which is somewhere at 126, 132 for Sol. Now, will we bounce? Possibly, but you got to look at that for what it is. The next move for Sol, I mean, you have a little bit of support at 141. Oh, man, Sol don't look good, I got to tell you. Never bailing on Sol. She's the queen of the ball. Bitcoin is the king. It is sad to see what's happening to Sol, though. That's no good. Shout out to Master Friend, Ricardo Arcia, Arthur Crypto, and Simran Mershandi. Sol of the 10-15 minute. We're taking a look there. Yeah, it doesn't look too good. 15 minute just lost the 200 MA there. Has a little bit of bullish divots. It's trying to save the day there, but I mean, it's rolling over. It doesn't look good. Looks like it's going to head back down somewhere to 141. Unless it can double bottom here, but it's got way more momentum on that 1 hour. It rolled over. hitting the high at 180, and then that was it, huh? Not able to get back above the 200 MA on the 1 hour time frame and rolling over. Bitcoin kind of flat, just doing nothing. And I've talked about it enough. Like, you know exactly how I feel about BTC, what could be happening. If it gets above the 200 MA in the 15 minute, possibly trade a flag up. If it gets tight here, it's likely breaking down. In my humble opinion, the odds are it breaks down to 91.8 because it looks more bearish than bullish, but you never know. I'm seeing if the smaller time frames can bail us out, and that's why we're watching this cup and handle on the 50-minute time frame. But it doesn't look promising, and it's not amazing. I'll tell you that. It's not amazing. All right, so that's, there's still some movement here. Always looking forward to your live. Thank you for the good vibes. Can you take a look at SWFT? Let's take a look at SWFT from 82. Thank you. And shout out to Jason Bullard. He says, Ondo TA, please. Can you give the support levels? Thank you. Thank you, Jason. And Radium just dumped 18% in 1 hour. Crazy. TA on Axel, please. So we did Soul. Hello, Sam. Nice trade. I'm getting better. Arthur Crypto, we love you. Master Friend, well done. Thank you. Pi Network from Ricardo. So let's do Axel, Radium, or let's do Axel and Ondo. Which should be, Axelar, which I think is Waxl on MEXC for whatever reason. Very light volume there. That's why the candles are iffy. This is like all the other it's like every single thing that follows ETH is making this bear flag. And almost looks like ETH is going to make a dump. I got to tell you, or we're going to, because they're all making these higher lows. And it was a beautiful cup and handle that lost the level of the lower low that made the double bottoms for almost, this is like how like hundreds of coins look. And so we'd have to break out, and really, I want to see us get above 57. And then, to me, it's the bottom of the barrel. Like, how could you be dumping even more? Like, this is insane. But it still is a bear flag with a measured move to the downside. I mean, that could go lower. Head back down to where the channel is, like somewhere here, maybe, at about 27 cents. A resistance at about 48 cents. Axel, Waxel. And I'll show you Ethereum. Ethereum will look exactly the same. Everything with a pretty big market cap, good ecosystem. DeFi is, see, there's that same. Now, the thing about Ethereum, though, it's hugging its trend line a little bit. But this is that same flag that I just showed you on Waxel. And we are seeing if it can make that Adam and Eve double bottom, like as I showed you for ETH already. We've talked about ETH. But still that idea there that could this be a bear flag that breaks you down? And if it does, you're headed all the way right back down. You're going right down to 22.72. So it's like this, it really has to fend off for the rest of the alts and get above the 200 MA. Otherwise, you're going to have some alt emergencies and some serious bleeding. All right, Ondo TA. Let's take a look at Ondo. Okay, so the first thing I do when I see a coin and I take a look at it, delete everything. Get rid of the moving averages. Go to that weekly. And just take a look at everything you can. First you're going to see is you have this beautiful support at 56. Heavy resistance where we bounced at 2. And some resistance there we kind of wicked and had some areas right there at 154. And, some actual pretty close support there at 92 cents. And psychologically at about $1.10, right? So there, it's coming right back down to a support. If it loses that, it looks like it had hit $1. And then if it loses $1, it could drop to about 83 cents. It's kind of your next big chain of command there. Now, it isn't a falling wedge. It's a hot coin. I believe it has a big unlock, though, on March 3rd or something like that. Like the beginning of March, there is a pretty big unlock for Ondo. So it ran up. Maybe they sold it off before the unlock. And the high there was like the mid-December. And ever since then, it's been tripping. Slowly falling back. It is a premier coin. Everyone talks about Larry Fink, RWA. How come this thing isn't going to moon? And then when it does, I mean, everyone's like, oh no, but I mean, 285? I have a big old bag of it. We'll see what happens. You know, I'm a believer that if something rips, Ondo has to rip. It's basically a cup and handle. And the retracement on the Fibonacci is also really nice. It goes all the way back down there to like the 618 Fibonacci retracement. So, yeah. I like that retracement. You know, it's a good place. You're not buying the top. At the same time, Ondo could dim. We're in this little weird place where there could be more. So to me, it's just DCA territory. Like begin to buy. And then put one to lose. If the market rips and we go to a bear market, so be it. Like, but if we return, then I do buy the best prices. So I put one on win to lose at the lowest times, and I'm willing to eat it no matter what. And that's how I've made tons of money. And not everyone's willing to take that. Not everyone's willing to do it the way I'm willing to do it. But that's why not everybody gets to become the lifer, man. You got to put your money down. You got to be in risk. I could have lost it all so many times. That's why I gained it all, because I could have lost it all. Like a lot of people didn't have the gall or the guts to lose it all, so they just had what they had. There's a lot of people that were making the same amount of money as me, had a same job, making similar amount but they didn't take the risks I took. So they didn't end up in the same place as I did, right? And because I took the risk, I was able to make a show about it and become the lifer. Like half the reason why I'm the lifer and people come to the show is because I took big risks with my life. I went against the 9 to 5. I started my own company when I didn't know what was going to happen. I risked jumping on out and getting that safe paycheck. I said, you know what? That safe paycheck's only going to get me so far. What happens if I go all the way? What kind of paycheck will I get if I make my own paycheck? If I'm in charge of my paycheck? If I have my own services? If I create my own business? And lo and behold, man, you go after things and that's what happens, right? Big love to Sammy. Can you look at Fart Club? No, I will not look at Fart Club. God bless you, though. I hope you have a good night. No, I'm just not going to look at it, though. I really not. Not tonight. Let me off the hook for like some type of crazy memes. But I love you, and I hope you're. What's your expert opinion on Cerebro? It came in when the fad was hot. Kind of it could write some music and do a couple things. The guy who made it seemed like he knew a little bit about programming. It had something to it, but it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't everything. I think it's okay. I don't know if it's like the best cup of tea in the game. I think it's okay. Again, someone's asked me about SWFTCoin. That is the sweet spot. Right there. That's the beautiful retracement. 786 after a massive pump, come back down. You're not chasing. If you believe in this coin, I mean, that is a great place. I'm not a financial advisor, though. You'd have to think about it yourself. Get the education. If it made sense to you, you take advantage. I don't know. I'm not you. You're not me. Let's take a look at XCN from Void. God bless you, XCN. Thank you so much for the love. And we have a lot of people out here on the stream tonight. Thank you so much. God, thank you for all the beautiful people you sent into my life tonight. Unbelievable. 500 likes. Thank you for the 500 likes. That will come back to anyone hit that like button tenfold. Good karma to all the people that hit that like button. Good karma for y'all. Blessings on blessings. That will come back to you 10 times. You didn't have to hit the like button, but you did. Shows what person of character you are. So God bless you. Thank you. XCN, same as SWFTCoin, just got beat down. And it's in that beautiful, Fibonacci retracement there. Back to the time frame, you'd think back to the bottom trend line. And again, maybe it goes to 0, who knows? But you want to round it out and then boom. To me, it looks like a great place to get into a hot coin that just recently went on a massive run. And that's why you don't chase. You wait for it to retrace. After massive runs, there's always a long-term retracement. Everyone buys the top, and then they have to go through the pain. In and out, take what's yours and move on for these coins. Have no love for these coins. Don't date them. Just trade them. I've been an Algo blue chip holder for 5 years. I'm starting to feel a little tired of holding it. Can you give me any further insight, good sir? Because there's so many other coins. Holding Algo for 5 years is boring. I bought it for $30 about in like 4 years ago. So I'm with you on that. It wasn't too much, like 2 or 3 grand. So it's just been sitting there. When it comes back, I'll get my money out. But I don't even think about it. I think it's a way, you know, there's a lot of people. I think fun. A 10x will probably maybe 5 to 10x can come out of it, which ain't bad. But it's going to take its time. It's a huge coin. It's going to move slow. So, like Sonic is hotter right now. Right? Liver, can you look at JASMY? It looks like a good rip if it breaks out of the falling wedge. Yeah, XTN looks similar to what you're going to say on JASMY, possibly. Let's look at JASMY, baby. JASMY. Yeah, same scenario for JASMY. The giant cup and handle in the falling wedge after a massive 786 retracement, 886 even, really. Look, when you see that, I mean, it can't go much lower. That's it. These are the lowest things get. Still in a beautiful uptrend. We started getting it here and here, so, you know, it's basically back to where we started getting in back in a year ago. If you started buying this in March, that's when I started accumulating a little bit more, and then a little bit here on the dip. It's almost where I bought it. So they haven't been rewarding the patient trader that holds these coins long term. Not just yet. So, you know, I'm not going to say we won't, but not just yet. Can we take a look at PYTH 222? Thank you so much, 222, for the $5 super chat. Let's take a look at what you're asking for PYTH here. PYTH for PYTH. And thank you, dear Lord, for the blessings you've given me to do these charting skills, where people seem to like them, and they come to the stream all the time. So, you know, everything's in that elongated cup and handle. Again, the cup with the handle way longer than it should. And then just like ETH, they're all in this bear flag. And so there is a chance that, you know, either ETH rips here and saves the day, or everything dumps out that bear flag one more time to the downside. And if that happens, I mean, they're going to basically flush everybody out of the market. It's going to be like, how could you? But unless they recover it pretty fast. Could be an inverted head and shoulder that breaks us on out of here. I like the retest, personally. The retest of 26 cents. And that could head here to like 51 cents. All right, and let's just take a look at what everybody asked me here and just double check. We have Master Friend said first. God bless you, Master Friend. You didn't have to, but you did. We have Void asked about XEN. We looked at that. Thank you, Void. We had Nora Brown from Phantom Sonic. We looked at that. Pi Network 82. Ricardo Aquila. We looked at both those. Swift. We looked at that. Lid Glass. We looked at Ethereum. Jason Ballard. We looked at Ondo. Radium. We didn't look at Radium, but it's basically Solana. It's weird though. Why would Sol go down so hard? Like, wow, Radium just completely annihilated. Look at that. Radium was just one, ran up to 8, beautiful run up, and then just annihilated back to $3. So I don't know what happened to the Solana ecosystem, but it just took a beat down. And either it's a flush out or, I mean, something's going on here. And you are hearing a lot of people like, you know, selling my soul for Phantom. Sonic, take it over, you know. Sonic better. I mean, Sol did get a lot of dirt put on its name recently, and the whole Libra thing, and didn't leave a good taste in everybody's mouth. You'd think that would bounce off support though and just continue, but that is a dump. I don't look no good. He said an XYO review would be awesome. Let's do a deep dive on X. I've known that coin for a long, long time. Back in the day, it was like you could put like a little thing on your backpack, go in and out of places. It would take in the information of where you've been. And then you could sell that data back, right? About where you've been, what you've done. That's why XYO had this idea, like, sell your information back, right, by your location. The data verification deepen. Verifies location and other real data from any Web2 web project by XYO tokens. And they've been here for a long time. They have a strong team. I even researched the person who built, I don't know the name, but I remember watching the documentary and I liked where the person was coming from. I liked their ideas. XYO, right? It's got consumer, enterprise, all sorts of cool smartphone nodes and more. XY, and it's been around a long time, and it's got a good team and a good project. Let's take a look at XYO on... I thought it was on Mexi, but I got it on CoinX and KuCoin. So it ran up nicely from November 24. Wow, it went up huge. Basically did a 10x from 4/10 to 4 cents. It's 4/10 of a penny. And it's had a long retracement now. Multi-week retracement. 8 or 9 week retracement. And it's sitting at that Fibonacci, 786. If you exclude the wick, it's, but I'd have to there. It tells you that's got to be a pretty close to where you begin to accumulate if you believe in the project. So it says, hey, maybe 2-3 more weeks. And then it starts to make a move on out of here. The bigger target would take you back to 4 cents again. The height of that wick. I do like the project. It's hot. It's interesting. It's just been around a long time, and I don't know. I'm looking for something a little newer that can create a bit of a quicker buzz. Shout out to the fan funding. Thank you for everyone that gave. You didn't have to, but you did. Let's take a look at that live chat one more time. Sol opposes. Sol apps is pro. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Did Octa TA unlock ruin the potential? It can. It does a lot. I sold the top on XYO, held some of the position, and just bought some more back. Hey, not bad. Yeah, XYO is one of the first crypto companies to open a brick and mortar TradFi company in the USA. Interesting. Yeah, it does look like Sol may have broken the bar. It doesn't look good. Sol does look like it may be headed down to 140, 120. Be careful. And everyone's going to short it too, so. Shout out to Rugrat. God bless you, man. Thumbnail was wild, bro. I didn't even see the thumbnail. I don't design the thumbs. I don't get to see them every time. Let me see what the heck it is here. I think I didn't even forget to put it out. Let's see here. Yeah, because I was told Andy wrong and it had a basket. Oh, that's crazy, man. What's your favorite MA to trade combined with the time? I like the 200 MA on the 1 minute. Yeah. If you're not on 3 accounts, you're not doing it right. God bless you, man. Nice, good for you. I like that. Trading Sol constantly. That's what you got to be doing. One Trump tweet about his coin and Solana back on track. And all right, yeah. All right. That's what everybody thinks. But I mean, the TA says the TA doesn't look good. Yeah, the TA don't look good. Yeah, Bitcoin getting that bounce inside the tight channel there. Bow. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, let's go over the week ahead. We got something to cover for you, too. I want you to put 2 stickies. I think we have Thursday. We got unemployment. We got 2 claims coming. 2 big red folders that we got to pay attention to. Remember, you want to see if this 15-minute can just somehow get out of this sticky situation it's in here. I feel like it was in a flag. It lost the flag, got back inside. Now it wants to pump out the flag yet again. You see? That 5-minute bounce off the 200 MA could be another scalp, see? So watch, I'll delete everything here. Go to the 5-minute time frame. And you see, like, once you break this trend line, you're probably going to bounce pretty hard, right? You put another stop here and just go for this quick little scalp. I'll go a little higher for the 3-to-1, but it probably cut it off quicker. So I'd go to 96,417. I was already at 96 there, so 417. Anything you do to shave time on the move. And then the stop would have to be at 95,750. Now this, I would just risk what I just made there, like that $60 that I scalped, right? Same concept though. Could you get the bounce off because the 200 MA got a bounce? Oh, look, see, I messed up. Don't do what I just did. Make sure you're touching this first and getting the right volume, the right number, because then you'll buy a number that you shouldn't be buying. See, they won't let me get it. They won't let me get the price the way I want there. Let me see. I got to put it in manually. It's too small. So not 1,200. That would be 2 cents. So it's got to be like 20,000, right? So it's got to be what, 50? That's 100 for 243. Now it's starting to curve on me. I mean, technically it's a symmetrical triangle that could go either way again. He's mainly dumb. I'm going to leave it alone. I almost made the trade, but my trader instinct told me to chill on it. I do like that we broke above the 200 MA. As bad as, you see, when everyone's more bearish, I just trade exactly what the moving averages tell me. But look, see how that shoulder, head, shoulder, like this looks like it's going to dump. I got dump vibes here. I wouldn't trade. Yeah, I'm not going to trade that. He's mainly dumped to the downside. I wouldn't be surprised you see us go down. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. On our way to 40,000 subs and counting. Booming to the upside. Sorry, Bill Murray. I'm hype off the St. John's basketball win beating UConn. Bill Murray was at the game. I think his son is like, he's like he's in the athletic department somehow. But Bill Murray was not happy. That wasn't from this actual game. It was from one of the UConn games. Maybe it was. I don't know. But he didn't look too happy there, right? Hey. All right. Bang. But shout out to St. John's, man. I'm so hyped. My Johnnies, baby.
Take it. Beat UConn.
That's right. My wife always making me shush in my own house. Can you hear her? Shh. It's like, the baby's sleeping. It's like, you think I give a dang that the baby's sleeping? I'm going to say whatever I want. I'm the man of this house. Straight up. I ain't listening to that nonsensio. Don't be, all you women out, don't be telling the man what to do in the house. Let the man be. All right? We roam like bears in our home. Let us be. We don't want to hear it. You still holding 100K Solana? Yes, I am. Yeah. Just coming down to hit everybody that went long this weekend. Yeah. Everybody, I'm not in a trade tonight. Be careful. Don't overtrade. Stay positioned strong. There's DCAs out there. There's still actual setups that look good. We went over the hottest ones. All right. Love watching the stream every day, Sebby, and I've now joined the Discord. If you have a chance, could you look at AGLD? That actually looks somewhat bullish to me. I did look at it recently, Adventure Gold. And thank you so much for joining the trading group. I hope I get, I know I'm going to give you my all. I hope you get the most out of it and you love the, the experience that you receive. So right off AGLD, you see I have like a kind of an alert there. It's a falling wedge that did break out, you see. Striving for more with a beautiful measured move further to the upside. Take it at 280, 279. You have a major resistance there of 169. And there at about 228. I don't know. I'm not a true fan right now. It's got to get back above 169, in my humble opinion. It's a bit meandering, Better than most, though, and at least it is above our previous resistance, so it has a support at 132. But see, the moving averages are getting tight on the daily, a little overbought though. So like, it's saying that you may flag out. So right here, I would watch for the flag, and then that's where I would possibly execute on the daily. I'm back, livers, Mr. Butters, man. How you been, my friend? If y'all want a copy of this, can have a look at, man. I nobody cares, but I say it anyway. Hey, I care, man. Each and every one of you make us this whole crew, you know. That looked like, if this is ASM, it looked like it was going to go lower. I made that flag and it did dump. I know you're talking about Assemble Protocol or Assemble AI. Are they the same one? Like, again, you gotta, it's everything's watching that nasty little flag Bitcoin's in. Can it break out? Bitcoin breaks out. Looks like this might get a breakout. Bullish, it's hugging the 200 MA on the daily time frame and it's well above it. If it breaks that down though, it's gonna dump at least to that lower low at 2385. Trump sends us that 5,000 checks, Bitcoin booms. Yeah, exactly. I love the fact this dude is I love the fact that this dude is autistic and I invest my money along with him. Do you really think I'm autistic? Hey, you're the only person that thinks I'm autistic? Like, this is crazy. Wait, what made you say that? I love the fact that this dude is autistic and I invest my money alongside. I'm so confused. Like, do I come across as autistic? Like, do I? I mean, I guess I'd be flattered. Autistic people are dumb smart. Like, they're like, you know what I mean? Like they're like Rain Man stuff. Like, so I guess, I mean, oh, thank you, I guess. I don't know, man. Hey, I never wanted to be like everybody else anyway, so God bless you. I didn't think I was, so I thought I was just a regular guy, you know. He says, "Oh yeah, baby." Oh man. Squeeze is staying sideways in that accumulation zone above the 200 MA on that daily time frame. See, so is below the 200 MA in the daily. You don't want to see that. That's not a good thing. You're a smart, hard worker. Don't be like other people. Yes, amen. Peter Echo, we love you, man. Yeah. How's the weather? Do you think we have 5 to 10 months left? I mean, today was like 74 and beautiful. Today was absolutely gorgeous. Let me take a look at the weather this week here in sunny Florida. Near Tampa over here. It's actually been a pretty cool week. It's going to be 77 tomorrow. Or today was 77, actually. Today was nice. Tomorrow is going to be pretty cool. 67 and rainy. Ugh. But, you know, it will be 76 degrees on Tuesday, 78 on Wednesday, and 77 on Thursday. Partly cloudy. It'll be beautiful days to go golfing, take a hike, go outside, and then it will cool down a little bit. But it's basically just gorgeous weather. I mean, you just can't beat this. Absolutely insane. I moved to Florida because I knew it had the greatest weather. And, hey, if you can buy your weather, why not? If you can buy your environment, then why not, baby? Look at 333 on SWE. There's always the 333. There's always the 77s, but there's the 333, triple threes on SWE, and there it's gone. It's gone like that. Like you never saw it before. Exactly. I can sell a 10% law. Amen, yeah. You're making me cry with that weather, lifer. I know, man. It's so beautiful. I live in Sarasota on the Gulf of America. The beautiful Gulf of America, everybody. I hit the wrong button. I want it to right this one. There we go. The beautiful Gulf of America. Honestly, Florida is awesome. I don't know why more people don't live here, but there's also too many people moving. We have enough. We're happy now. All right. But God bless you all. And everybody, I'm going to jump on out here for the night. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support, the attention. You people are great. I appreciate the likes. Let's get the likes up to 1,000. It would be awesome. But, you know, the people that show up on the Saturday and the Sunday night and the weekend streams, you are the true warriors. You're the true awesome people. These are the streams most people don't want to do, don't want to pay attention, but we got to do it. You never know. One day I'm going to do one of these streams. We're going to hit one of the might make an all-time high. I think it did make an all-time high on a Saturday one time, and we were there. You know, we were there. So Friday nights, Saturday nights, you name it, we're going to nail it. And everyone, if you came to class, this was a hard week for me. Weekend, not a hard, but it's a tough weekend for me because I teach class on Saturday morning. So I don't get my usual Saturday off. Like, I work really hard on Saturday morning, and, you know. So it was an accomplished week. I feel really good. I'll get next week off. Next weekend somewhat off. I never get a day fully off, but I get some time here and there. So dedicate yourself to a meditative moment and make sure that you reset if you can once a day. Everyone, I love you. You can, you will. You are the best. I will see you all tomorrow morning for another amazing, awesome live stream. There's going to be opportunity in the next few weeks. I'm telling you right now, get yourself situated. Pay attention. Don't focus on the losses that you've made. Focus on the idea that you can recreate yourself today and start all over. You know, today is the beginning of the rest of your life. Remember that. If you sit and focus on the negative day in and day out, you're not going to get anywhere. Just throw it out the window. Learn from your lessons. Take a clean slate. Take a deep breath. Don't beat yourself up. Love yourself. And this is your year. I love you all. See you tomorrow. God bless. Remember, the secret to success. You know what it is? There is a secret to success. You know what it is? It's getting started. It's getting started.